reverse because I'd never done it before, and it's never smart to experiment with something live. So sorry about that. I'm talking about my blushes. I've already gone through my powders. I've already gone through my creams. Now I'm going to go through what's left of my blushes. I have liquid blushes here. These are the e.l.f. Camo liquid blushes, and these have become they're just excellent. They're $8. I think they were $7 initially when they first came out. They're like $8 right now. But I have several colors. This is the shade Dusty Mauve, and I've had these now for a while, but I will just sort of give you, they're very pigmented, and they're lovely. And what I like to do is, you like my streams? Thank you, whoever you are. Oh, you're Anastasia. Okay. So this is the shade Dusty Rose, and these are very pigmented. I like to mix them with other shades, and I have a brush. Let me get it. Where is it? I don't have it in front of me. But this is an angled firm brush. This is really good for liquid blush to move it around. And I pretty much just got rid of all of it. So that is the Dusty Mauve in the liquid camo, the camo liquid blush. My next shade coming up, if you didn't see my other live stream, I am shopping my stash of blushes right now. So the next shade here, this is called Bald Face Lilac. Now, I want to do something with this one. Of all of my liquid blushes that I have mixed and did all kinds of different things with them, this is the one that I've never mixed with anything. So I was thinking maybe I would do that this time. So this is very pretty. It's called Bald Face Lilac. Okay. And it looks like that. Is that not gorgeous? That is, you don't need very much unless you're me and you over apply blush, but that is Bald Face Lilac. Now I will tell you that these dry down pretty quickly, so that when you apply them, you're going to have to hurry up and get them blended in, because they do dry down rather quickly. So I'm going to add my e.l.f. Halo Glow, the shade Light Medium here. This is my favorite thing to mix blush, just to make it a little slightly different hue. Sometimes I will mix it with another color of blush, but I have not tried this before. I've never really had a desire to tone down this lilac color, but that's what that looks like, toned down just slightly. I like it, but I think I like the darker hue a little bit better. But that Halo Glow, that does some amazing things. Although that is really pretty, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'll do a side by side. Oh, come back, everybody. I lost you when I had to go offline. So this is what it looked like before I mixed it. Again, we're doing a shop my stash of blushes, having a little bit more fun with it. So this is what it looks like when I mixed the Halo Glow, which is a very common practice of mine, and this is without. Oh my gosh, I love these blushes. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to mix it though. I'm going to find something to mix it. What I do a lot of times is I will add this this Bronze Bombshell. Make sure I can see the chat. The Bronze Bombshell is a go-to of mine when I'm just trying to slightly change the hue. So I've just added a little bit there. Again, I've never mixed anything with this before. See, that just sort of turns it into a berry color. Pretty though. I don't think I've ever actually blended or changed a blush before by mixing that I actually didn't like. So, one of these days, I am just going to have to put that on. I'm going to try that and put that on. But that's the first time I've ever mixed anything with the Bald Face Lilac. Okay, you guys, we're almost done with these. Wiping it all off, getting it all off the back of my hand. Just getting a little bit more here. I'm just going to clean that up. Okay, so I'm doing a live. I said this in my last live video. I'm doing a live because I'm running out of memory on my camera and it's annoying. And then I have trouble rendering them and editing them. Sometimes I will spend hours and hours and hours editing, and then the whole program just locks up on me. Like I will spend hours and it just locks up. And that is frustrating because there's a lot of work that goes into these. Alrighty, I just mixed my Bronze Bombshell with my Bald Face Lilac, but now I'm going to show you the Bronze Bombshell by itself. So this is, that's what that is right there. You know what, you guys, these e.l.f. is absolutely fabulous. They're fabulous. They just come out with fabulous stuff. They just do. Sometimes I mix this with foundation just to give it a little bit more of a warm tone. But that is the Bronze Bombshell. Let's get rid of that. If you are commenting and I am not saying anything, it's because I'm having trouble seeing comments. I don't know why. I need to practice doing live videos more often. Okay? So I see somebody has said, I love your streams. Thank you. Dinasha. Thank you. Someone is. Thank you. Thank you for that little boost of confidence there. I really appreciate that. Okay, this is the shade Very Berry. Another one that I wear. I hardly ever wear these by themselves, but here we go. That's Very Berry. Dude, that is so pigmented. So pigmented. Speaking of pigment, you guys, do you like pomegranates? I love pomegranates, and they're super messy, and I find that they stain my fingers, my fingertips, and they like stay stained forever no matter what I do. I had to cut my fingernails because they were so stained. But anyway, that's what this reminds me of. But this is the Very Berry. I think I mixed it up a little bit too much. It's not as good trying to do this on the back of my hand as it is when I put it on my face, because the back of your hand just doesn't quite have the same, you know, it's got a bunch of grooves in it and stuff. But it's like a borderline berry red. So lots of pigment there. Very pretty. So far, there has not been one e.l.f. blush that I've tried that I did not absolutely love. But that is the e.l.f. Liquid Blush, Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Very Berry. All right, you guys, I got 2 left. 2 more. I said in my other video that I had to cut short because I screwed up with it technically. That when I went through all of my stuff, I really thought I had a lot more blushes than this. I thought I did. I mean, not that this isn't a lot of blush. Okay, I'm not saying, am I from Canada? No. Do I sound like it? Do I sound like I have a Canadian accent? Because I've heard people say that before. I've actually heard that before. No, but I'm not far from the Canadian border, relatively speaking. So that might be the reason why. Yeah. So no, not from Canada, but I've heard that before. You're not the first one. Alrighty. My last Camo Liquid Blush. This is in the shade. Here's the thing. I don't remember. This is in this shade. They don't have it on the packaging. Now there's Gorge Orange. And then, oh, this is Coral Crush. Coral Crush, okay? It's kind of like orangey. And it's, I love a orange shade of blush. I love it. It's just very cheerful. It's just, isn't that pretty, you guys? I think that's so pretty. It's just a cheerful shade. My name is Stephanie. I'm Stephanie, and you are watching Makeup for Old Ladies with Stephanie. So there is that. Not very uniform, but I do love these bright blushes. They are so, there's something about, like, when you have older skin, mature skin. Not gonna tell you anything personal about whether I'm single, married, or anything like that. So anyway, there is that. And once in a while, I will pick up this e.l.f. filter if I want to tone it down a little bit. And make it more neutral. I'm in the United States, so it just tones down the hue quite a bit. So lots of things you can do with these blushes. You can mix up the colors, you can mix them with foundations, you can just do a lot of stuff. I like them a lot. So that's what it looked like initially before I mixed it. Okay, you guys, we got one more to go. I have a lot of fun with this. I could just do this all day. Okay. Okay. All right, got that all cleaned up. All right, this is my last one. Okay. Juvia's Place. This is Pink Lady. Now, this is the first liquid blush I ever purchased, and it was so pigmented, I thought I was going to go into shock. I wasn't expecting it, how pigmented it was. I dabbed a little on my face, and I was like, oh, wow. Okay, that's electric. So, very, very pigmented, like stupid pigmented, but like really amazing. I mean, just, okay, this right here, I could probably, if I were doing makeovers for like 10 women, this would easily cover everybody. So pigmented. Juvia's Place is, man, I hardly ever hear anything about Juvia's Place. It's a drugstore brand, sort of. I mean, you can get it at Ulta, you get, I'm not sure where else, but it's not on the high end side. It's a little bit a higher priced drugstore brand, but it is so good. It is so good. Their lip products are good. Their eyeshadows are good. I have some of their eyeshadows. Juvia's Place is just, I highly recommend. Let me see. I'm going to mix it up with a little bit of my e.l.f. Halo filter. Halo Glow liquid filter, because that's just how I roll. You can see how I will tone it down when I get it to be a little bit too much. So you can kind of see side by side what you can do, which that's really pretty too. So I have a blast mixing blushes. I have a blast mixing foundations as well. So mixing, it's so fun. All right, you guys, that's it. that is the haul. If you're interested in seeing what else I have, go to my live video that I did a few minutes ago. I am sorry, I had to shut it down. So, because I screwed up. But that's it. Those are my blushes. So we're going to continue to shop my stash for the rest of the week. And the next, I believe, I will do my eyeshadow palettes. And that is, you look so beautiful. So tell me if you are single. Hello, why are you silent with my question? Because I'm not going to be answering personal questions like that on the internet. Surely you can understand why, right? But thanks for the compliment. All right, you guys, I hope to see you in my next one. Probably going to go live, and it's going to be my eyeshadow palettes, and I have lots of them. So thank you for coming by. Thanks for your comments. Love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.